Hey everyone, it's Spoonful for You, back at you again with another video, and as a lot of you may know, I visited Magic Kingdom a couple weeks ago for the first ever time in 5 years, so that was pretty exciting. A lot of things changed, but today I am reviewing the Country Bear Musical Jamboree. A few days ago, I reviewed Tiana's Bayou Adventures, so please go check out that video and leave a like. I love you guys. So today, I am reviewing the Country Bear Musical Jamboree. Now, I will admit, I watched a lot of videos of this new show on YouTube, and I thought for the most part the show was pretty good. Um, on YouTube, it never blew me away. Like, I was never like, wow, this is the most amazing show ever. But for a replacement of the original show, I thought, okay, it's doing a pretty decent job. The only song I wasn't a big fan of when watching the YouTube video was the Shakira song from Zootopia. Every other song pretty much landed, in my personal opinion. So I had high hopes for this show going into it, and ladies and gentlemen, let me be completely honest. I thought the Country Bear Musical Jamboree was pretty awesome, to be honest. Well, let's get into the pre-show first, or should we say the queue. The queue is exactly the same as we remembered it. There's claw marks all in the floor. All the paintings are still there, but now there's some extra magic. There's memorabilia of the bears all over the place. Glass full of memorabilia from over the years. It's just magical, and I think adds a lot of flair to this otherwise pretty boring room that was once there. Now you hear Max over the radio or speakers. You hear him pretty much tell the audience that the show is about to start. So now it's much more energetic. It feels like you're actually going into a show. The original theater queue, as far as I remember, had no voice dialogue. You were just sitting there waiting for the show. But now there's an actual character that's talking to you. When you sit down in the theater, you are immediately blown away by how immaculate the animatronics look in this new show. No more clicking and clacking. Yeah, that's kind of nostalgic. It adds a lot of magic to the show, but the characters were showing their age. Now, every character is moving fluently and looks so lifelike. Or, should I say, straight out of a cartoon, which is what it's trying to do. I really like how the three heads have a lot more to do, similar to the Christmas show and the vacation show. The three talking heads are more inside of the story. They're actually a part of the involved story, which I think is pretty cool. I love the audio in the new version of the Country Bear Musical Jamboree. It's miles better than the original audio. The speakers are clear and crisp. I felt like I was actually immersed in this storyline. I never felt like at one point I was ever listening to a speaker. It felt like these were actually the bears talking. Every animatronic sounds pretty similar to their original counterpart, especially Henry. I was shocked that he wasn't voiced by Peter Hinaway, and unfortunately he passed away the same year that the Country Bear Musical Jamboree opened, which is sad because he voiced Henry from the park's inception, from the attraction's inception. But the voice sound-alike is very good. And I'm somebody who's extremely picky about that stuff. If he sounds good, that's good enough for me. Unfortunately, it's not a perfect show. I think it could use one more original song, and the Shakira song is pretty bad. I understand it's kind of adding like a country twist to it, but it's not really going that far. It still sounds like a pop song, in my opinion, and doesn't really click like the rest of the songs. The Frozen song, I know a lot of people have nitpicks about the Fixer Upper song, but personally I felt like it was good. Not the best in the show, but it was decent. I'm not really a Frozen fan, so I could care less about the movie. So the music was okay. but for the most part, the entire attraction, it preserved the humor and the heart of the Country Bear musical the Country Bear Jamboree. It preserved all of that, but it added a new show that a new generation can experience. And I'm gonna say this, I'll give it a B plus. I thought the Country Bear musical Jamboree is a worthy addition. Some people really like this show, some people really hate this show. I'm someone that thought, hey, that's pretty good. Because I was immersed and I really enjoyed it. Love you guys, and goodbye.